Welcome back. Let's create our own version of this beautiful Zara cap right here. What we need is the fabrics, we need fiber, we need crinoline, we need scissors, we need a boning, the one that is sewable. You can use any boning you want. So what we're going to be doing right now is going to be measuring the head circumference, which is 22 inches, and then we're going to be adding 3 inches to it to make it 25 inches. For the other side, we're going to be measuring 22 inches, which is going to serve as the height of the cap. So do that right there, notch it right there, and then cut. So what we'll have is an almost perfect square. So what we'll be having is 24 inches by 22 inches. I've cut it out right there. This is what the fabric looks like. Next thing I'm going to do is to get the fiber was supposed to just be at the middle of the forehead. So what we'll have right here is 14 inches. Now the normal head circumference is 22 or 23 inches, so it makes sense for you to just do half or half plus 1 or 2 inches. That's 14 inches by 3 inches. So the boning right there was also 14 inches. Now this boning is curved, so we're going to just follow the curve of the boning to just make sure it fits the head. So we're going to be gumming the boning to this right now. You can also sew it because this particular boning is sewable. So after we've done that, we'll now come here and fix this particular fabric in middle. Now because of the way it's curved, make sure that whatever you do, it actually fits the circumference of your head. So we're going to be folding this thing into the fabric like this, and this is actually the base of the cap. However, what we notice that by the time you turn it to sew it, what you have is this place is the front, right? And then we have front and back together. So this particular fabric has front and back, so the design we want to create may not really work because of the nature of the fabric, but I decided to do this so that you see it. So what we did was I got another fabric of 8 inches by 24 inches. Don't mind the fact that it is longer. I eventually adjusted it later by that same 24. So we're going to be sewing it together. Remember the 24 inches side, not the 22 inches side. That's the longer side of it. So we're going to be attaching this to this, so that make sure you attach the front to the back. So what we're going to be saying is front and back, not front and front, if you know what I mean. So if you look here, you see that this shorter side is the back and the other side is the front. So by the time we flip it over like this, use a gum to gum it and then secure it downward and just flip it over like this. What we're going to be having is it is folded and it is front and front as against front and back that we had before. So we're going to be turning it this way, taking to the sewing machine to just sew the turban together. Now while that is happening, we're going to also be measuring another set of fabrics, which is another 4 inches by 8 inches, and we're going to measure it in twos because it's going to serve as a handle. So we're going to attach it to that other 8 inches side on both sides right here. So we'll just attach it. Make sure you attach it front side to front side, and then now we've attached it. This is what it looks like. Now this is what this other side looks like as well. So we'll just go ahead, we turn it like we did before, just like this. So the next thing we're going to be doing right now is to turn the fabric over like this and then sew it together. Now we'll sew it from this point and curve it this way down to this point. So that's how we're going to be sewing it. Now I've sewn it. This is what it looks like. I'm going to get a scissors to trim off the excesses from that portion, and then the next thing to do is to put these sides together. So just fold it like this and sew it together. So we're going to the sewing machine right now to sew it together, and then I pick a needle and thread and running stitches from the beginning of where it was sewn to the end the other way. Now this is how to do running stitches. By the time we tie it together, we just put the needle in, just bring it out like this, and just keep running this way. So this right here is going to just give the turban a nice fold and a nice fitting at the back. So just keep doing the running stitches all the way so it has this pleated look. Remember, we didn't sew it all the way to close it up totally because we need headroom to be able to wear the Zara cap properly. I'm calling it a turban, but they're all turbans anyways. Now we've sewn it together. This right here is what it looks like. We're just going to tie it make sure it ties very tight so it doesn't loosen out. Make sure it's also tight as well so that the pleat doesn't loosen out. Cut out the thread, and this right here is what it looks like by the time we turn it over. Now this is what it's looking like for now. As you can see, the joining is still showing because we haven't really attached it. So at this point we're going to be using a needle and thread to just attach it together so that it stays put and not just, you know, losing out or fall out. But make sure when you're doing this, you sew it to the back, like the inner part of this folding. Don't do it in such a way that your needle or your thread now pokes out to the front. Don't do that. Do not do that. I repeat, don't do that. So that's about it. So I'm going to use needle and thread to just attach it all the way like that from the beginning to the end to just make sure it is sitting properly. Now this right here is what I was doing, and this is how it goes on. So we cut out the thread, and this right here is what it looks like. So let's jump into the other part. We're using the sequin fabric for this. So what I did was to pick the sequin fabric and sew 5 inches by 26 inches together, and then I turned it. Now after turning it, I went ahead to just put this 5 inches fiber inside it. Feel free to use the fiber that is already, you know, squashed together, not this one that is like a strip. You can also use foam, you can also use fabrics, you can also use felt. Whatever it is you want to use, feel free to use it. So I'm going to stuff it inside it from the beginning of the fabric to the end of the fabric, and by the time we're done stuffing it, this right here is what it looks like. Those right there are the extras, so I'm cutting it off. It's better to have extras, right? But one thing about fibers is those extras we can still put it inside if we want to, but that's by the way. So this right here is what we have. Now we're going to be fixing this on the turban. Now I made it extra just so that we don't have to be dealing with something that is too small, so we can easily cut off the extra. So I'm putting it across the Zara cap. At this point, make sure you sew this particular sequin fabric to this Zara cap on the part that was sewn. That part that you have the seam, that's where you should attach it. If not, by the time you finish it and you don't attach that side of the seam and don't hide it, the seam allowance, like where you sewed, will be showing and it won't look good. So make sure you attach it via the seam. So the seam, yes, where you sewed it together, that even gives your work a you know, a sense of direction, and it makes it neat and makes it look presentable. So make sure you do that. So we're going to be doing that all the way around. It's up to you to fix it straight, it's up to you to fix it curved. At this point, if you wanted to do two, you can now do two of them, place two of them on top of each other. Like however you do it at this point is now up to you. You could increase the size, you could reduce the size, whatever, but this right here is what I'm working with, and I fixed it in such a way that one part was up and one part was down. You can fix it straight up if you want to, you can curve it. At this point, just make sure however you attach it, it stays neat and it stays put very nicely. So this right here is what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing this all the way till I get to the back, and by the time I finish the back, I'll show you how to also close it for it to be neat. So as you can see, the top was actually upward, so I'm going to do the other side downward. So that's how so it will cross downward like this, you know, and then I'll come right here to fix the other part downward in this manner. So that's right here is how I did it. So we have some parts on top, we have some other parts at the bottom. Feel free to do it however you want. You can make everything on top, you can make everything at the bottom, however you want to do it. Another thing is make sure you don't sew it to the very end, just leave some room. So we pushed the excess fiber into the fabric, and then we'll just turn the excess fabric like this. Just hide it behind, make sure it's very, very neat, and then we're going to sew it together again so that there is room for, you know, wearing the cap and tying the cap so that the sequin fabric does not interrupt with the whole cap. You get it? So we're going to be using needle and thread to attach it again to just make sure it sits properly and stays put, and then the edges that was not sewn does not make the work look like a mess. So I've done that right now. Just make sure you sew it well, fold the fabric inside very well to make sure you cover the rough patches very, very neatly. We'll go ahead and do that for the other side as well, and by the time we're done with this cap right here, this is what it will look like. See how the cap is highlighting the, you know, upper side and the downside. So feel free to make it stylish as much as you want. This is what it looks like when I wore it. The head of the real owner of this cap is small, so just manage it. Thank you for watching my video. See you in my next one. Bye.